Welcome back. It's time for Fix It with Feng Shui Q&A, where I answer your Feng Shui questions. So if you have a question, ask it in the comments. Email me, jill@jillfay.com, or message me on Instagram. And if you're not following over on Instagram, you should, because there's Feng Shui and energetic things all the time on Reels, on Stories, and I do a Q&A each week, either on Friday or Saturday, that you might want to get in on or see the answers to. So one of the questions that I get asked a lot, and I just had somebody email me about it again this week, is how do I strengthen my relationship with my family, right? Maybe something's going on with kids, the extended family, your siblings, whatever it is. What can I do Feng Shui wise to help strengthen that relationship? So the first thing I always say is the only thing that you can change is the energy in your home and how you are viewing and seeing things, right? We can't change somebody else, so you can't use Feng Shui as a hope for that. But there is an area in your home called the community area, which is focused on relationships with family, friends, and coworkers. So this area, when you're standing in your front door looking into your home, it's in the middle third of your home on the left, okay? The only way you might not have this portion of your home is if you have a very bizarre floor plan, or if you have like a reverse L shape, you might be missing a little piece of it. So if you're missing a piece, you definitely need to get the Feng Shui 123 guidebook, find out how to fill in that missing piece. Just in general, you should have that so you can Feng Shui your home. And then anytime you have something happen in your life, you're going to know exactly what cures to put where, what you need to boost and enhance. That's why the guidebook's so great, is it's a constant resource from you, right? Like I learned Feng Shui in 2006 and loved it, started teaching it, taught at the place where I learned it at, then did tons of in-person sessions and consultations, like hundreds and hundreds, and went through hundreds and hundreds of students. Now I teach it online. I've had online courses. Now I have the PDF guidebooks, because I think that's the simplest and easy way. And through the years, I've always done virtual consultations. But the thing is once you learn it and know how to lay the Bagua map and what the cures are, you get to use Feng Shui as a daily tool. That's the beauty of it. And that's why I've made the Feng Shui 123 guidebook very, it's not expensive, because I want you to be able to use it in this same manner, and I made it quick, simple, and easy. So in this case, you're going to go to the community area, okay? Middle third of your home on the left, okay? So in this area, the primary color is green, and the main element is wood. So that is what you're going to add. And you may say, Jill, I already have wood and green in this area. Okay. Because you have a new intention in mind of whatever you want with regards to your relationships, family, friends, and coworkers. This is not your romantic relationship. That's in the relationship area. That is a question for a different day. Okay? Actually, maybe I'll do it on the next episode. Okay? So watch for the next episode, because that'll be the next one I answer. So in the community area, you're going to add the color green and the element of wood. You need to add enough of the color. Like we can't just do, I'm trying to show you something, like one teeny, like this. That's not, this isn't green, but that's not enough of the color. Like you need a substantial amount of the color. You want like a poster board size of color, 22 by 28. So actually to add colors, I use poster board all the time, because it's like $1, well, it's $1.25 now at the dollar store, right? And I put it behind artwork in the area, or big pieces of furniture. Like this is actually the community area in my home. There is a big poster board behind this desk wall unit thing that is green. Okay, so you want to add the color. In this particular case, you want to shift the energy really quickly. A simple cure that is both wood element and the color is a plant. That's why there's those plants there. Okay, so take a plant from a different part of your room and put it in this area, middle third on the left, with the intention of strengthening whatever relationship isn't going well. If you are having tension within your home, do a really good space clearing, because it's going to be hard to shift the energy without space clearing first, especially if there's been disagreements and all of that. So fire and earth space clearing, scroll down. You're going to find it in the feed of how to do it, or let me know if you can't find it and I'll give you the link directly. And then there's also another video that'll be sooner than when you scroll down. That's different types of space clearing. So if you can't light a little bit of a fire in your place because there's overhead sprinklers, look at that one. But do a really good space clearing to get rid of any tension, any dull, stuck energy, all the bad juju that's residing in your home because of whatever the conflict is. Then you're going to add the color green and the element of wood to the community area. The other thing you're going to add is some photos of great memories with these people, right? This is the perfect place in your home for for family photos, for memories, and you want some of the old stuff, and then you also want some of the new things, right? And so this is the area where you're gonna place those things. When you add the color and the element, when you add the family photos, you're gonna do so with the intention in mind of what it is you want, because your intention is a big part of Feng Shui. Okay, so do that with the intention in mind. The other thing you're gonna watch in this area is that you don't have too much of the element of metal. So you can add these things and sometimes the energy won't shift, because in Feng Shui we have something called the reducing element. And the reducing element negatively impacts the element in that area that will get the energy flowing. So when you think about metal, metal chops wood. It's the reducing element in this wood element area. So if there's too much metal, try to remove it. If it's your laundry room, you're not going to be getting rid of the washing and drying because like you need to do your laundry. So if you can't move whatever the metal is, I want you to add the element of fire. So place some candles in this area. Add a lamp. Anything animal kind of related like leopard print, that sort of thing is also fire energy. So that's what you want to do in this area. If you have too much metal and you can't move it, add some fire element to that area because it's going to reduce the metal. So you see how this works? Feng Shui is not tricky. It's just seems complicated till you know it, which is what the guidebook helps you with. So you're going to do these things in this area with your intention in mind of shifting the energy. The other thing you're going to do is you're going to focus a little bit on the equal and opposite area. So that's in the middle third of your home on the right. So we're on the other side of your house now. This is the creativity area, but it is a communication area in your home, and it is the area that supports the community area. Okay, so in this area, I want you to add the element of metal. So whatever metal you moved out of the community area, move it over to the creativity area. When that's all about communication. And then you're gonna add the color white with your intentions in mind. And creativity area also represents your children. So if you're having an issue with your children, this is the area that you bump up, okay? So you shop your home for these cures. You don't need to go buy new things. You might need to buy some of the color, just buy poster board, keep it simple, hide it behind something in the area. It doesn't have to be visible to vibrate with the energy, but you're gonna boost these two energetic areas in your home to create a shift in energy. But also remember that you're not changing them, you're changing you. And the other thing I always recommend when it comes to any sort of relationship is that every day you start looking for the good in the person. So what are 3 things you love and appreciate about them that you're grateful for them about? And the moment you start shifting your energy in that manner, it shifts you and it shifts your experience with them. So here's to creating a shift in energy in your relationships. Here's to understanding that it all begins at home, and it starts with you taking care of the energy in your space to create a shift and change in the energy in your life.